This show is 110% Scottish, so if you think we're talking too fast, then make sure to slow it down with the playback speed button on whatever platform you're listening on. And last but not least, there's definitely offensive language featured, so if you're a minor or a pussy, switch off now. Oh, and just like that, a bitch is back in action. Hi, Ocean Lee.
Hi, B.
How are you?
Alright, how are you?
I'm good.
We're saying this as if we've not recorded in about,
I think it's been 4 months.
I think it's been longer than 4 months.
Is it? Can you start? Sorry, the animals have to act up as soon as we start doing the podcast, but I know it's
I
been...
think 4 months is this year. Have we even done a podcast this year? I
No.
don't think we have.
No, guys, I'm not being funny. I think the last time we done a podcast was probably before Christmas, and then, I mean, we did have all intention.
Have we done one since I've came back from Scotland?
Yeah, we did do a couple when we came back from Scotland.
Right, okay. I can't
Oh, it's been a
remember.
whirlwind, I'm not going to lie, because literally I went to Scotland, came back, Ocean went to Scotland, came back, and then I'm not joking, about 20 weeks later I went to Scotland again.
I don't even know if it was as much as 20 weeks later. It felt like 2 minutes.
No, literally, and then keeping it real, guys. I'm not even being fucking funny, right? A bitch is, you know what I mean? I'm a real bitch. That's one thing about it. I'm not going to lie, as fucking skinto when I came back from Scotland, not two beans to rub together. And you know what it's like. Do you know what I mean? You just know what it's like when you're no two beans to rub together. You genuinely don't really. I didn't want to go and do a podcast. But it's not like that. We're going to need to date this week, need to do this week. But you know what? All I was focused on was getting back to work and getting back on the fucking grind. Do you know what I mean? And getting the bills paid that I had paid when I was in Scotland. Let's be fucking real. Here happens to the best of us. I went to Scotland the start of the year again, and you're probably wondering why the fuck did you go back to Scotland 20 weeks after. So initially, if don't know if
And as well, they're probably wondering why, since we've started filming this podcast, you've been to Scotland 3 fucking times.
No, I've been twice.
Or you've been twice and I've been once.
Aye.
Right,
aye.
okay. Because I'm like that going on. Wait a minute.
Guys,
yeah,
I was
went
just
and came
pure
back.
enjoying myself in Scotland last summer, and then basically my boyfriend was meant to come last time, right? But he couldn't. So, well, basically couldn't because I honestly left it too last minute for him to even
Every
care.
single time we go somewhere, she just thinks because she doesn't have a real job and she doesn't do nothing. No, she
That's a
doesn't do
pure
nothing.
cheeky
That's
bastard.
not true. That's not true.
Cheeky,
She does do
cheeky
stuff,
fucking
obviously.
bitch, man.
But what I'm trying to say is, our boyfriend goes to a job where he clocks in and clocks out. He can't just decide 3 weeks' time that he's going to fuck off to Scotland for a month.
Aye, literally. We've actually got a guest with us. Ocean actually, I guess she's actually just here all the time. We just never see her. But Chloe's actually here with us because, hi Chloe. Chloe's not got a mic.
Chloe's my girlfriend and she doesn't have a
We
mic.
will be.
Hi, everybody.
We were trying. We do have another mic, but we just can't actually find the cable for it to actually connect it. But Chloe's here because we've got right Goss. As we said, we've not been here for like what? How long have we not been here for?
Call it half a year.
Half a year, right? There's been absolute turmoil happening. No, there has been pure drama happening.
If only you
24/7.
knew.
No, if only you knew actually. But we thought to ourselves, no, she's got the right lowdown on a few of the things. So Chloe, welcome to the set. Welcome to the set. They're perfect. I hope.
Guys, do you know what I think we should discuss? Because I'm fucking over it and I want to just get it out. Baddies.
What?
Just that reunion and all that. That was fucking wild, mate. You were loving
Aye.
it. You were like,
No, I mean, it's not
Um,
that I was loving it. Yes, I was kind of loving it gagged, right? Because see, the thing is, it's like we obviously have been watching it for like a long time, and
I'm just over it. Like that whole season, they just dragged.
I think
out.
I watched Made in Shock. Like, do you know, it's one of those ones that is shock factor to the max, but
It was.
it
like
is
the-
fucking terrible.
We'll talk about it in two ways. The season itself. So that season, to be honest, it went on forever, and I don't think
Everyone-
that
the
much. But like, obviously, I say I don't think that much happened. They were fighting every week, but it felt like just meaningless shit. Like they were fighting or nothing really. The new girls just wanted to get noticed.
I'm just like that. Where their
So-
heads, they must have actually like caved their heads in so many
I
times. Their
know.
brains must
So
have
there was
been.
loads of fights. Don't get me wrong, but there didn't feel like there was really any substance to the whole fucking season.
I don't know.
Also, what did you think of them? The OGs not staying in the house because I didn't. What was the point in that?
I just think with the whole baddies thing, I like it's heavy. See, when you watch Backsea South, I love watching Back South. Like watching Baddies South and that, like they actually did argue and fight, and like some of the shit was fucking crazy. But I reckon at the end of the day, they felt like they did have quite an actual good bond together, and they did go over it quite
Just
quickly,
felt
and
more
it did more
authentic.
genuine.
Mhm.
I feel like this is like, right, who's got to get the head smashed in this episode just for the fucking sake of it?
I know, and I
weird.
don't like. I really
That thing with Slim, because there's been so much that happened, right? It literally does go on for so long because each season basically is lasting like nearly 6 months each season. Caribbean literally started when we first moved into this house we're in the now. I went to Scotland, Caribbean was still on. I
Oh,
came
yeah.
back from Scotland after 10 weeks, Caribbean was still on. And then it got to October, November, and I booked my flights to Scotland again. It was still on. And
It
then
was
literally,
actually, aye.
that's
And then
midway just finished. That's like 6 months. Easy.
6 months of time with baddies, aye. And then I think that's what it is. It just feels like
There's
it's
so much
lacking
that happens.
substance. The whole thing with Slim was just fucking weird, bro.
Bully bastards, man.
Weird. And then do you want to know what else I wanted to talk about? I feel now maybe this is just because I'm actually a bit of a fangirl, but I think Scotty's pure lost her way. Or like see the difference between Scotty and this
She's turned to
season
the devil.
compared to all
She's
of our.
turned to the devil.
I
I'm not going to lie. She's
Aye.
demonic and behind the eyes.
I
And
just
she,
I don't. I wouldn't say that. I feel bad for like. I feel like don't know. She's living this life, and I'm like going, mate. You don't look like you want to even be there now. Like the weird shit with Natalie all the time. The weird condescending fucking weirdness.
she'd do your tits in. Like, she'd
Aye.
actually do your tits in. She'd drive you to insanity.
And
She'd
as
actually
well,
drive you.
like I get that we're so they're no longer obviously having the new girls in the house with the OGs, but
No, but they're doing that this season. They've all, in Africa, they're all back in the house together.
yeah, because it makes no fucking sense. Like the OGs were hardly in the show except to fight with the new girls, so we're getting loads of screen time on people that we're not going to like because they're fighting with the OGs. Like it makes
I
no
don't
sense.
know. And then obviously, see when they went to Hawaii and on Bad Dolly, this last season's like have been getting punched the fuck out of left, right, and centre. And then allegedly, do you know what I mean? No, obviously fact, but she'd been fucking. They'd all been taking pills and all that. They'd all
I
been
know.
taking pills and drugs and all that when they're in Hawaii, and apparently that's how she'd ended up absolutely gone left, having to go to the hospital. So I
Well,
just think to
I
myself,
really wish that
what the fuck, man?
we actually done full research and all that into baddies. Like after I came back from Scotland the last time, we were going to do this deep dive episode, and then we just never get round to filming it. But see, half
I
the
just
shit,
think I'm over talking about
half the
baddies.
shit that I read in that is just pure put me
How,
off. So the
how
whole
many
time
times do you want to come on here, right? Or even just in general, like, go, oh, this cunt smashed this cunt, this person smashed this person, boom, boom, boom. Mate, they've all smashed everybody. They're like, I went 7 rounds with her. No, you didn't. The
And
first
as
round
well-
lasted 5 seconds. You can't count that as a round.
all
That's
the
you
new
getting
girls just
started.
jump. They can't. They just jump each other behind
That's
their back and
summer.
all that.
She's definitely like initiated at all. Nobody. She's no right in the heat. She is no right in the heat. She's
She's
no
going to be
there.
left, right in the heat because they just let her go round after round after round after round after round the whole fucking
I
season.
mean, I will probably still definitely keep on watching, and I think we're entitled to sit here and talk absolute shit. I pay my subscription at the end of the day, and like we're allowed to be here to judge, and I don't think they'd be bad. But Natalie, you're doing my fucking. They're in London. They're in
Aye,
London.
I can't imagine.
I just
being in
think I
London.
can't imagine folk from London being fucked with that. Like, obviously,
Nah, they're
there is
very
a collection.
different culture.
There's like difference with watching something right and then being like, yes, this is fucking hilarious and getting into your moment with it, right? But genuinely in public, you got to be actually pure. Like,
that would just
bitch,
stand.
we outside tonight. Like, that's
I
not happening.
know,
It's
that
like-
would, but maybe in America that's how
There was
things
loads
goes,
of
but
videos-
that is no happening.
There's loads of
where we
videos
come
on
from.
TikTok, but like of them going into the clubs and all that in Africa and like being in the club and they're fucking dead. Like it looks like when you go on holiday too early with your pals to Spain when the season's not fully started yet. Like see when they've got it and it's pure deed inside they're just
Aye.
like you're going to make me a step. That's
Just
what
got
it's
to
like.
go for it. Aye.
Aye, literally. But anyway,
But
fuck
then
baddies.
even at the reunion, remember that
The
episode?
reunion
I
was
was
good
like,
to be fair. I did enjoy that. It was quite wild.
mate, good. I was fucking horrified, mate. I did a breathing exercise to get through one of the episodes because
Aye.
we're all just going
I had to pause
rounds
for
and
a minute.
rounds and rounds with each other.
Many a talk was had.
Many a talk was had during that fucking episode. Jesus Christ.
Stresses me right out, but there's been plenty more things happening. Fucking, I mean, where do you even start?
Have you been watching any other TV? I mean, I'm just going to talk about the fact that I've been watching.
watching
Me and
bi-
Chloe
bi-
have actually been watching season after season of the show Lucifer. It is the funniest little dumb show ever. Like, it's not. Do you know if it was a Marvel show, it would really try its hardest to be serious. You can't take this show seriously. It's just fun and all that. So if you want to be in between something to watch between serious series of stuff.
Aye, takes me
then-
right away to get into something, but I'm a
well,
reality
I've
TV
watched 5
fiend.
seasons
You
in
know
the
what I mean?
space of about 10 days, so I'm right into it.
I'm a through and through reality TV slut, so it's like at the end of the day, like that's always in my heart's going to lie. What have I been watching? Oh my god, no! Talking about fucking shows. Actually, I've actually been telling you this actual Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? So basically, this season they've came back and it's like basically a new cast, like full new cast, but they had Kenya. Do you know who that is? Kenya Moore, and
No.
they'll do like Kenya Moore hair care.
I
and all
honestly
that.
don't know any of them.
Do you know who I'm talking about, Chloe? Kenya Moore. Right. Anyway, So Kenya's been on it for like years and years and years, right? And then obviously Portia, you know Portia, obviously. Aye. So Portia's came back. Portia's not been there for years, but it's actual pure lure with her and all, because basically she was going with this guy who was like this African prince, right? No, genuinely, like pure minted out his box and all that, right? She was pure married him, so she'd left Real Housewives of Atlanta, and every cunt thought, oh my god, Portia's made it. She doesn't need Real Housewives of Atlanta again. She's the African prince, pure, absolutely minted. They
What,
got
does he have a name? This African
can't remember.
prince?
No, what's his name again? I fuck no, it's irrelevant anyway, because this is what's happened. So she ended up with him, thinking, oh my god, this guy's pure minted. Boom, boom, boom. She's got a Rolls Royce. Fucking, I mean, the wedding was actually incredible. Like the wedding was crazy, fucking big, massive. Like I think the Nigerian. Pretty sure he's Nigerian.
Come on, Nigerian prince. I know where that
No,
story's going.
Nigerian prince.
I don't know. Can I say that? Is that racist?
No, it is.
To say that, I know where this Nigerian prince story's
No,
going.
but it is like that. So I don't think it is right at the end of the day. No, he's basically just wanted to be a super. So he's had some sort of money or been able to like scam his way.
He's
like
had
some-
enough to be able
He's
to
been
scam
pulling
it.
no, he's been pulling an
Anna Delvey.
I haven't had too many coffees. Anna Delvey, he's been pulling a fucking her. All sorts of credit cards. So they've got this big massive mansion and all that, right? Big gaff. And then fucking Rolls Royces, you name it, they're living the life. If he's at Portia. She's never come back to Real Housewives of Atlanta because she's too good now.
She was cruising around Africa with a fucking Rolls
Well,
Royce.
No,
Did they live in Africa? Did they live in
they
America?
were still in Atlanta.
Oh, she still lived it. I thought you meant
No,
she was
there's-
like a runaway bride.
No, he's
basically.
like
She
full,
fucked off to
but
Africa.
he is just full African prince.
Right.
No, so it's all turned out to fucking shit. I mean, things are going left. No, that he's getting fucking booked by Homeland Security, the taxis, the fucking lot. So she's been like at catchy after filed for divorce. Where she ended up back, Real House of Atlanta. I'm laughing at that. I'm laughing at her turmoil she's had, right? Because it's a shame because she's pure getting eyes and all that.
Hey, she's obviously been
Oh, his
fucking
name's
duped.
Simon. That's his fucking name. His name's Simon. Obviously, do you know what I mean? It's Big Simon, fucking cheeky bastard.
Big sigh.
Aye, so basically it's been so she's ended up back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Obviously it's gone to shit. He did own the house, right? He did own the gaff and all that. So he'd put like lawyer things in place and all that where she couldn't film the house. So we've not been able to actually see the big gaff and all that in life, but we've seen the Rolls Royce. It's a belter, so fuck no. But I just think to myself, how much for scammers he had to still be able to keep the stuff and all that. But it turns out like I think he might end up getting deported or some shit like that. But he's basically you're using her wanting to be a celebrity superstar, fucking on Instagram and all that. He was pure posting all sorts. I mean, like every day, just pure crazy posts. Like, do you know, like a pure bed, like and a guy that's like been on a bender and he's just pure posting like absolute fucking chaos. That's what he was posting.
Oh my god,
like.
speaking of guys on benders, we're going to have to talk about Kanye West.
Holy fuck, there's been so much happening in there. Aye, so that happened to her. She's ended up back on. So I'll finish this story, then we'll move on. Basically, I don't really ever like when housewives end up recasting, right? It just kind of flops. Like, honestly, Real
And as well,
Housewives.
because you spend seasons getting to know somebody. And then you just
Aye,
pie them off for some new casting. Then
Real
get to know
Housewives of
again,
New
like-
York, no being funny, absolute flop. Like, what a fucking bored face. Like, these are
You know,
like,
it doesn't feel like the same program anymore. If it's a reality TV show with a whole new cast, like
oh, it's just like, do you know how like old school Real Housewives is like crazy women that probably weren't they actually rich grown up. Some of them are, but most of them honestly have been skint. They've
remember
ended
half
up.
these stories for the
they've
New
ended-
York ones with they actually had tiny apartments and they had to go and film at other apartments.
Aye,
and
like,
all
do you know what
that.
I mean? Like, they really took it too far. So, like, that I feel like that's why I connect with Mace, and it feels like that's the same way Atlanta. But do you know what? Atlanta's got something special about it because they've came back this season, full new cast, apart from Kenya
Portia.
and Portia. Mate, brilliant. I love every single one. The new lassies, they're all got something. I'm like, that, holy fuck, and they're pure drama. It kind of gives baddies almost because they were nearly actually punching fuck at each other like a good few times because that Kenya. So she's been there for years. And
What
she's
did you show me the other day about them fighting? Was that an old episode or was that a new episode? I can't
no, this
remember.
was in.
When they were all scrapping, you were like,
Is this in the hair salon?
I can't remember what you're like.
Oh no, that was a reunion one time. No, that was 3 years ago. That was
Oh,
King.
right.
That was 3 years ago. That was like peak Real Housewives Atlanta. But no, this is fucking shocking what happened. So that Kenya Moore, she has a hair salon and she's been renovating it. Boom, it's all done, gorgeous. She has an opening night, but she's been arguing with one of the new lassies, right? No, also the new lassie's called Brit. So they're all arguing whatever. They've been arguing at the place before, and then Brit's like, do you know what? I'm going to go. Still got to go to her hair opening night with a peace offering with like the big massive bunch of flowers like and that.
I thought we quite say her hair
'Cause I
open night
think-
with a piece on, like a hairpiece.
No, so she's ended up fucking going with the peace offering and that, they've been arguing the episode before, but it wasn't really that deep. Like, they were just kind of arguing whatever this, that, and the next thing. Oh, sorry, no, I'm telling a lie. I'm telling a porcupine. No. So in the episode before, they've ended up arguing, but that Brit has kind of went full ghetto mode. I'm not going to lie. She's been saying, I've got a fucking Glock in the fucking car and that. I'm going to fucking pew that. I couldn't see Daphne, right? Crazy shit. I mean, you'd never believe it. You'd never believe it. Crazy shit, right? Pure. She's got a shirt, he Daphne, all that. But then she's like, after she calms down, mortified, can't believe that happened.
Like, she's threatened to shoot some cunt's
Aye,
head
she's
off
like, oh my
at a
god, I
hair
can't believe I've
salon.
just threatened to shoot somebody's head off. No, this was at some sort of event the night before. So Kenya, Kenya was Miss USA.
So what kind of peace offering makes up for threatening to shoot somebody's head off? I'm intrigued.
I know, honestly, right. But you'll never guess what happens next. It's crazy. So Kenya's Miss USA. Well, she was about fucking 40 years ago, right? So
But
she's
obviously, she's still talking about it.
still talking about it. Aye, still talking about it. You all call her Miss USA when they're slagging her off. Okay, Miss USA. Right? So she's fucking fuming, isn't she? So she's like, but she's like, that lassie's, Kenya's the next level of crazy bastard. So she's like, not even thinking, to know what? Thinking she starts building a plan. So it gets to this hair salon night. They're all together. And, I mean, it's like, the cast is there, but it's like all the fucking friends, the clients, everybody, every cunt's there, right?
The cameras, more
The
importantly.
cameras, most importantly, photographers, you name it, the members of the public, even most importantly with their own phones. I mean, I don't know what's worse. No. So she gathers everybody around. So she sat the flibbles doing that, Brit just sat them down, tried to make peace. Like, I've put them over there. Kenya's fuming that she's arrived. Kenya pulls out 5 below, because she's fuming she arrived, but she's also pre-planned this whole thing. So I thought to myself, right, you obviously know she's got to come. She pulls out these big boards, big whiteboards, right? First one, it's all this surgery. All these, she's an investigator on this, but it's all before and after her surgery. Her arse, her tits, her nose. No, I swear to God, gets worse than this. But just as this is happening, that Brit is like, realise I'm not welcome here, so Brit's left. I mean, thank fuck Brit's left, because I think she would have
But she started seeing the list.
No,
Just you.
I mean, thank fuck Brit's fucking left, because I mean, she would have taken the pew and absolutely pew, and it was just about to happen, right? So she pulls out the first one. It's horrific with the.
Sorry, pause. Is this
This is in front of everybody in this
at the opening event?
at Kenya's opening night. Kenya does this, ruins her own opening night with this pish. Pulls it the first one, it's fucking catastrophic. Pulls it the second one, right? And by this point, one of her pals is left, the other one's leaving. Pulls it the second card, it's even worse. It's like fucking, what was it? It was like Blood Dirt, but they were trying to say it was basically like a strippers ad from years ago. Because when this lassie's like insurance, she's pure professional, she makes loads of money in corporate life. It's like strippers ads, the lot with the lassie on it, right? Then the last one she pulls out is the lassie absolutely giving Glock 5,000 to somebody. And soon
In
from
front of everyone. Because she don't get done for revenge porn.
Ocean Lee, she does it in front of everybody, the cameras, I mean the producers, everybody gagged. Portia, she walks out, Portia, you're a fucking nut job, I'm not even standing by you for doing this. Portia outside like, get these fucking cameras off, get this mic off me. That is crazy. So Kenya's been sacked. I mean, what happened after that lasted?
So Kenya's been sacked.
The rest of the episode spread over about 5 days, 6 days. That lasted, but it's no left her house. She's in turmoil. She's in absolute turmoil. She's been getting her eyes out and all
Mate,
that.
could she not get done for revenge porn? I don't get
I
it.
think it's went legal and all that.
Fucking obvious.
They've cut it out. But you know, Kenya's not even up apologising. Kenya's not even like, that is actually terrific. Kenya's on YouTube wearing confessionals because they never let her film the rest of her confessionals for the season. So Kenya's on YouTube.
Is she doubled down on YouTube?
She's doubling down.
Oh, she's fucked.
She's like, somebody should never told me she's got to pew me. Hey, and you're lucky the last never shot you through your window after that.
I'm not being funny, right? But see, even if you did get done for revenge porn, surely
mean,
you're
what
on the register and you're not.
Don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty. Well, what did Stephen Bear get put on? Because he get done for revenge porn.
True.
Hello.
No, he get done for revenge for, and I was actually making money off it. I mean, true, she's actually making money off it. She's actually paying for the TV show.
She's done that at an opening event.
Her own opening night for her own salon. She just paid a fortune to get done. I mean, can you even imagine
The
that?
best part about that is when you ended it. So can you get the sack?
Kenya got the sack. No wonder, but innit?
Wait, that
No.
was
No wonder. Oh, I don't think she beat the Union.
drama from start to finish. That was a fucking
I don't
brilliant
think she'll beat
story.
the Union. I think that's her time with Bravo done. Honestly, I'm not going to lie. I think that's. But do you know in the sense of that? But she's done that Brit. Done that Brit a favour, right? By any means. But that Brit's got a really solidified place in Real Housewives of Atlanta now because she's like. Do you know what I mean? And then they're all.
Have they just met this season then? So she's Brit, a new
Aye,
member.
they've just met.
Holy fuck! By the
This is
way,
about 5 episodes in. 4 episodes in or something like that.
me one of you were at Laura's talking for so long, but this the other night is this what you were
couldn't.
yapping about?
Aye, me and her Goss been right about it. I could not
She came
believe
in
it.
there and she's like, me and Laura have just had a great catch up about Housewives.
Oh, I couldn't believe that. I literally could not believe that. Fucking what else is happening? Oh my god. I mean, I'm not even got to talk about that much, but Donald Trump actually been back in presidency. That's fucking shocking.
Oh
We
my
all
god, I
know
know we're
that.
about 10 months late to this,
We're
right?
about 10
but
months late to that.
How?
Honestly, that can't. I mean, I'm not going. I don't think I'll be going to America in the next 4 years, and I don't think they'll ever let me
Oh,
in
so
anyway.
we've been
but
discussing this. Like, it's my stepdad's 60th in 3 years, and it's my 30th in 3 years. And we're just discussing the fact, like, my stepdad, our whole lives has drank Coca-Cola, like, obsessively. And actually, until a couple of years ago. But we were saying that he wanted to go to Atlanta, Georgia, and go to the Coca-Cola factory and do a tour there, and then go to, like, Nashville, Tennessee, because he loves his country music. And we're like, yeah, we'll go. Then we realised that Donald Trump will still be in fucking office. I don't even know if we will.
no, I'm not being rotten. I will not be going. There's no way. We're definitely gonna have to wait till the year after till he's gone. There's no fucking way on earth. Clown. That Elon Musk.
Even
He's
the-
actually ketamine to his box. Clown. Do you see those pictures? They're actually in, like in the White House doing like that big round table. But no, what's the big table they all sit at and do the meetings and all that? Whatever it's called. Whatever the fuck. Who knows?
Big table.
A big table. They're all round, right? Big serious table. He's sitting there with 2 hats on and a pair of sunglasses. I mean, who
And
is
then-
actually just
So
letting
that,
him get on
right,
that?
but not even that. They had the cheek to go out Vladimir Zelensky for
But Zelensky.
Zelensky.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Zelensky.
Oh,
You
wrong
fucking
way.
idiot.
Vladimir Zelensky.
He's no Vladimir either. Was-
Yes, he is.
Vladimir Putin, babes.
No, his first name's also something like that, is it not?
Mm-mm.
Vladimir or something, I'm
Hey,
sure.
Chloe, can you confirm that for us?
Right there.
It's no Vladimir Zelensky.
Vladimir, sorry. Aye, Vladimir.
What's Putin's name?
Vladimir.
Is that?
But they're spelled differently. Look, see if you look at Vladimir.
Vladimir and Vladimir.
Volodymyr.
Oh, you
But
wouldn't
his
wa-
is like straight Vladimir.
You would you would not want to be getting name mixed up on a fucking
Anyway,
postcard.
sorry.
that's
The
for
point
sure.
is, they came
Point
in
is, pricks.
Volodymyr Zelensky for. Remember they were trying to embarrass him when he went to America, being like that. Or could you not have dressed up? Do you not
Aye.
own a suit?
No, but then do you
But
know?
meanwhile, Elon Musk is balancing
And
fucking
then,
cutlery.
do you know? See that video? But then they went to the Pope's funeral. I mean, R.I.P. the Pope or whatever. Do you know what I mean? That's a fuck. I mean, all the Catholics, more than all the Catholics to you guys. But they went to his funeral, and Trump walks in, silence. Not one person clapped or said nothing for a minute like that. And then Zelensky walks in, and they were up here, woo woo, pure clapping and all that. prick. But do you know what I mean? The rumours about that Melania being his dominatrix is definitely true. I mean, it is true. Do you not see that video
Did
the
we
other
ever
day?
talk about Peggy
No,
Sue on this?
Recently, there was a.
Like the whole Peggy Sue Peter Dutton thing.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious as well.
I know. Well, the thing with the dominatrix stuff we her and what's her name? Melania. With Melania and Donald's like, she's definitely like she's never with him unless she's getting paid a fortune. Oh my god, look at him. She's never with him unless she's getting paid a fortune. She's always like taking the cunt out of him like discreetly, but like for instance, there was a big obviously there's all the shit's happening with Canada and all that, but then she's wearing a Canadian designer, and that's like notorious for a first lady to always be wearing American designers. She's wearing a Canadian designer at one of the big massive events and all that. Who drinks saying nothing about it? Trump. He's actually whipped. Then he's
She has literally
no,
grabbed him
he
by
was
the
at
pussy.
he was at some sort of rally the other day and he's going, do you want me to do my... He was going to do an impression of a transgender woman coming into the women's sports, and this is how you do it. And there's a big long fucking thing about how the girl comes in and she's like, oh, can't... World breaking weight, can't push it. Oh, he's doing this. Like, I mean, literally on stage. And then he goes, and then the transgender transition person walks in. oh, no problem, right? And he goes, I hate it. My wife hates it when I do this. I'm going to be in big trouble when I get home. And now I'm telling you, that is the look of somebody that's a sub. That is the look of somebody that's going, I'm going to get myself right in trouble tonight. So she absolutely,
Spanks his big orange ass.
I wouldn't even like to know the concoctions of stuff that she's got going on that fucking wardrobe of hers.
It's actually
in for it.
mind-boggling. They actually will not
Prick.
stop talking about trans people. Meanwhile,
J.K.
every
Rowling-
single thing that he's done
Eh,
in office has been a
J.K.
lie since
Rowling,
he got there.
Harry Potter can shove it right up the ringer, by the way. J.K. Rowling is a cow beyond measure. See that big cigar in that picture? I hope she chokes in one. I hope somebody laces one of these cigars. She's a cow beyond measure. I mean, what's her beef? She's definitely came in years ago, caught her man absolutely shafting it right after some transform or
Genuinely,
something like
man,
that.
because there's no reason for her to be
mean,
this angry.
There's no reason to be this angry. I'm
No
sorry.
reason. For the 1% of trans folk. Not only that, right?
How many
but
toilets have you ever been in public that you've actually bumped into a trans person or thought, oh my god, that is a trans person?
literally
never.
never. You're the only trans person I've ever been in a fucking toilet with.
Literally.
And not even that,
I mean,
right?
who's seen me in the toilet either?
She no, but this is the thing, right? She's backed this fucking policy that much. She's got to be the first person to be so fucking uncomfortable the second that a fully fledged trans man's in the toilet with her. Does she have a problem then?
But then what's she got to do? See if a big guy walks in now and pretends to be a trans man, she got to say, here, get your fanny out. Let me see your fanny. I'm going to see your, show me your fanny. So that I can see that you're a real bird. And then plot twist, the guy whips out his big slosher and absolutely does it in. Like, she's a fucking cow. She's minted and all. When was the last time she went in a public toilet? I mean, get
know.
a grip. When was
this
the last
is
time you went in a
Her
public
story,
toilet?
but it's the same story for all these people.
Sorry guys, our camera's just cut there. What were we talking about? Say it again.
Oh, I was just saying that, like the J.K. Rowling, her story is the same for the story of half these people in politics and all that kind of stuff who won't stop talking about trans people. Half of them are closeted, and the other half are genuinely just using it as a tool to distract you from the fact that our economy and all that is fucked. Like the fact that Donald Trump's fucking about with
That's
all
it.
these fucking tariffs and fucking
And
everyone
it's
over
like
in the
in
world.
history, no, that seen history, like in old times, and all that. Every time there's ever been economic fail and all that in the world,
They've always been a scapegoat.
they have to use a scapegoat as something. It's always the racism. It's always the fucking. Do you know what I mean? The communities and all that. I mean, get a grab. I mean, no, even talking about this, it's so fucking funny. I seen this video of this guy, right, and he's like, my parents emigrated to Australia in the
did.
60s. So he was saying, this guy, he said, he's like on a video and he's basically saying how he's like all for how immigration and all this shit's a problem, like it's a huge problem around the world, especially Australia and all that, which is like, mate, what the fuck? Honestly, don't even get me started again like that. Unless you're fucking Aboriginal or a Torres Strait Islander or First Nations people, you're a fucking you're a product immigration.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, how was it alright for you? Alright, so it was alright for your great grandparents in the 30s to move, and then for you still have to live as, but people now in this day and age can't do the same. Like, fuck up.
Not
And he
even
was-
that, but Australia runs like
He
so
was
much
literally
money
saying,
through
he's
its
like, my
government,
parents saying
through people paying for visas.
I know.
Like it keeps
the
it afloat.
second biggest contributor to the whole economy in Australia is the amount of money spent on visas and student
Yeah.
visas and fees and all that shit that gets paid into the economy. Not
Exactly.
debt, none of that. It's paid in.
Never mind the fact that at one point during COVID, we all seen it. They were literally offering Australians money to go and work on farms, like extra money
I
to
know.
go and work on farms
And they said
because
no.
they didn't have enough farmers, and they all said no. They need
And it was-
immigration to
He's
keep the
literally
country
he's like, so
afloat.
my parents came in the 60s as a skilled trade and all that, and I'm like,
How
no,
did
do you
the-
not realise that people in 2025 still have to come here on a skilled trade?
Yeah, people
they're
can't
here
just
for a
walk
year.
into Australia. You fucking
Aye.
idiot.
All the people that are here for a short time, all they do is come here, spend all their money here, and then get kicked out of the country a couple of years later.
Yeah,
I mean, what the fuck's terrible about that?
it's
like, what the fuck,
you know,
man?
piss off anyway.
Piss off wankers. What else has been happening? James Charles. I mean, no, not even just James Charles. The whole oh my god, Anna Paul, the lot. It's all been happening too.
Oh my god.
So we've had all the Anna Paul
Wait,
scandals.
sorry. I think we should just briefly brush over the fact that Kanye West tweeted that he used to perform fucking sex acts on his
Kanye
cousin.
West is absolutely fucking bless him. I mean, honestly, I do feel for that guy. I do feel for
He
him.
is actually
He's-
mentally unwell
he's
and just in
mentally
the public
unwell.
eye. Like,
well, he-
how is this
aye.
allowed? How is it allowed that he's continuously in the public eye doing these things and not able to go and get fucking help to get better? Because he
I don't
he
know.
is suffering mentally. That is not normal.
Because it's like doesn't have the right folk around him, and it's like at that point when you're that rich, you're that famous, and all that. How the fuck are you meant to find true, genuine people around you? It's like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think they ever can.
Fucking crazy. Then we've had the Anna Paul stuff. So fucking, it's not even like Anna Paul stuff. We want to say Anna Paul just because I think it's one of the most famous names in it. our brother obviously is a pure absolute stinking rotten. So for the folk that are listening and they don't actually know, right, we'll give them the full rundown, give them the full lowdown on the situation. So Anna and Atis, brother and sister, fae the Gold Coast, growing up here. Well, we're actually for
from
Germany.
Bribey Island.
Aye, from Bribey Island. That's where they hate from here, but they're actually born in Germany. That's not even really part of the story. It doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, it's all been going down. So we've obviously found everybody's been finding out the fact that they've got a secret sister. That was another thing that happened. Secret sister. They found out that the dad was getting mistreated. He's in his van skint with two dogs. Fucking. I mean, apparently he does love it, but I mean, don't really think he loves it because he's like, it's not really like. We basically found out that he's not been travelling the world, living his best life, fucking travelling Australia, living in a pure, beautiful van, doing his things because his daughter's minted. No, he's been in the car park around the corner for his daughter, just waiting for them to text to come around to film a video. Shocking. Then that all came out. Then Mikaela
Really, the most important stuff's the Mikaela stuff.
Mikaela then came out and that just opened a whole can of worms of the abuse that she went through with him, like just complete total abuse, fucking sexually, mentally, physically, financially, the lot. But then that was just the start because years ago, and I remember this years ago happening, we used to stay in the apartment in Southport when that Alice came out and she'd said that she'd been abused by Atis and all that, and then obviously Mikaela was saying as well that because at the time she was defending Atis and calling her a fucking liar and all that, but Michaela's obviously came out multiple times and been like, I apologise so much for that because I was in the same position too. That's happened, but then everybody's trying to call Mikaela a liar. Well, not everybody, but obviously that was happening until Mikaela was like, fuck this, I'm coming with a podcast. So Mikaela sat down and filmed an 8-hour podcast, 8 hours of her life with receipts, pictures, timelines, evidence, the fucking lot. And I'm not going to lie, quite literally wiped this family right under the carpet. I mean, shocking.
And Paul did try and she uploaded a response video and it was awful.
Oh,
in my opinion.
her response video to it, she completely disregarded the fact that her brother was a sexual abuser. None of that. She starts talking about calling her fans fat, this, that, and the next thing. Went it? Shocking.
She talked about like the most minuscule points out of the whole fucking Mikaela podcast. Like
about the whole Mikaela podcast. Aye. So then that's that, and this actually leads us on to our next topic after this, but. She just was completely and utterly fucking disgraceful, and I just think the fact is that the people missing the problem is that our brother, she's just been such a active participant in how much her brother's just been able to use her money to get away with all this abuse, because then the new girlfriends after that, Jemiah, she came out with, she's chronically ill, she came out with the absolute abuse that she faced after Atis and for the family as well when they were travelling, just not giving a fuck about this lassie's chronic illnesses, but the fact that she wasn't well.
Just actually not even just like a bad boyfriend thing, like actually just shit human stuff.
And she spoke about as well at one point as well the fact that they'd been in like a different country and she because they're pure stoners. And I remember we spoke about this ages ago. I said they must be pure stoners. There's no way her eyes are sitting in a red roll like that. But do you remember that?
Yeah.
So they're pure active smokers. Her and Atis. They've been in like different countries with that lassie Jemiah, and I mean she's like, do you know what I mean, about 2 stone dripping weight. That lassie, she's like that. Do you know what I mean? Tiny. And obviously, and they've been smoking or whatever, and they've been like at her to smoke, which obviously, you know, she's an adult date you want, but then she's ended up absolutely greening out, fucking hitting a bad gin, being like absolutely sick as fuck for the weed or the edibles or whatever they've been doing, and was like fully not well at all. Like, you know what I mean, was in a different country. I think they were on a cruise or something like that. And do you know what? They all left her, couldn't give a fuck about her. They knew what
just fucked off.
Laughing at her and all that. I mean, we've all been there before. Do you know what I mean? It's all hit us too far. Do you know what I mean? That's horrific. Actually horrific. Then, after all this, Anna's literally, I mean, she's hashtag team not give a fuck. She's away.
She's not responded since that first video.
She's not responded since the video. She's away. Oh, she's on Snapchat all the time. Daily vlogs, Snapchat. Give Chloe the mic over. Yeah, say that again.
So Anna is actively posting daily vlogs, everything on Snapchat, and I hate Snapchat because of this feature.
Because she's up at the top.
Yeah, up at the top. She went to Coachella posting like nothing's wrong, but obviously on Snapchat you
Did you
can't.
see the stuff with her hanging out with James Charles?
Well, this is what we've got to get in
that's
about.
what I was
Anna,
gonna say.
this is the whole thing.
So, because B told me that her and James have the same manager, so they were staying at the same Coachella house. And on today's episode, we'll find out.
It was actually this girl, I can't remember on the TikTok who the girl was, but it was this girl that basically she had actually stayed in the Airbnb, so nobody had seen pictures of James and Anna together. But obviously we knew their manager was the same manager, and then what's happened is she's then posted. So they've been the same manager. That was been the first clue that's gave it away. But then this girl's came on TikTok and she's had pictures all around this Airbnb that they were staying at near Coachella of like all the different sets and that. So she's managed to match up James's pictures and his TikToks with Anna's pictures and her TikToks or
Yeah.
whatever she's posted to be able to get the proof of going, aye, they're actually together. Disgusting. So then it's like, do you know what? She's just complicit in the abuse. And then with fucking James Charles, what he's been up to with what's Kayla's second name?
I actually don't know.
We
Like,
all know who Kayla is anyway, the
yeah,
girl
we'll
on
just say
TikTok. Now.
Kayla.
So she's been through it, I know, hasn't she?
No, it's terrible. Should we wait for Ocean to come back?
No. Ocean, do you want us to wait for you to come back?
Okay, we'll just start. Ocean Lee knows the gist of this story.
She can come. She can join us in a minute.
So this is like drama. I wouldn't even call it drama, like the stuff that we've spoken about. It's like serious crimes.
Serious crimes.
Serious crimes. So I don't even know where to start. So pretty much there's been massive accusations made towards James Charles about having certain relations with
Evan
Kayla's
Johnson's.
ex, Evan, who we all know at this point abused her, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
We'll recap it. So I don't even know where to start.
So basically, how it all came out was like, so if it initially with Kayla, she came out and she gave all her parts on YouTube and well, I think she done YouTube and then she done TikTok, didn't she?
Yeah, she's
it was
done
her
like 2 YouTube videos going deep into
all
what
the
happened.
evidence and that, which
But
she's
I haven't watched it. The only reason is because like I don't want to get triggered.
Aye,
like
that's what
I
I
know what
thought.
it is. I've seen
I see.
the context.
I've got the gist of it. I've seen all the
stand
TikToks.
with victims. So
Yeah, exactly. Don't need to watch it to believe her because she's came out. She's like basically got broken jaws. Everything she went through pure abuse with this guy. Bearing in mind, clock it. This fucking guy is an absolute DL gay man. He is a gay man. Like he is gayer than gay. Ha, you're gay.
Why do all the
lie
abusers-
detector says you are gay?
why do all abusers turn out gay? It's like
Fucking cunts. Honestly, suck a cock and move on.
Yeah.
What do you need to go on with all that shit for?
Sorry, guys, I briefly popped to the bathroom.
Anyway, we're just fucking talking about this whole Evan Johnson thing, James Charles, Kayla thing.
Oh, start again.
okay, yeah, I'll start. Anyways, so pretty much Kayla posted on YouTube these videos. It was exposed. She's taken him to court. I'm pretty sure he did get arrested recently. Anyways,
And then it is allegedly that James Charles paid his bail out, but that's just alleged. We
that's
don't know
alleged.
that's confirmed.
Yeah. So pretty much, Evan's friend from when they became really good friends after the breakup because Evan was really sad and he was depressed, and his friend does disclose that he did try and kill himself.
Evan did try and kill himself
Evan tried to kill himself after
because he's a
him and
DL gay
Kayla
man
and him
and he's
broke
been
up.
abusing.
Sorry, guys, can I just quickly interject? Evan and Kayla were together when?
Like last year for about a year, yeah.
Okay, and they never met James Charles when they were
No,
they were
they
together.
did.
Oh,
Yeah,
they
they
were all
were
friends
friends.
together. And this person who said that Evan tried to kill himself is also the same person who tells us all the tea.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes.
And this was Evan's pal growing up from school, close friend that have
Oh,
been friends from the hometown. No, listen. So no, so this
So
guy
he
that's came out
wasn't-
as exposing is just a regular guy for the country, for back in the hometown. That's all happened in LA and all that, but that guy still stayed friends with Evan throughout this, right? They'd been friends with Evan for years, and that's how this. Well, now they have. That's why he's came out and spilled all the tea for fuck's
Yeah.
sake.
So at the time, Evan told him like, "Oh, it was just a toxic relationship. Like it never got physical. Like that's so."
Aye,
He's
so Evan
obviously
he'd came back for LA at this point to get away from all that.
all the drama, accusations of being
Then
abusive.
Kayla starts posting all the fucking motherfucking tea. All
Oh, so even before this, he literally saw Snapchat's messages that Evan was having with James Charles because his friend thought it was funny, sexual photos, all that stuff, and he was just showing his
like
friend.
literally James Charles throwing it back in the mirror
Yeah,
and all sorts.
This is after the breakup.
This
yeah.
is after the breakup.
But this was before, I think his name's Kyle. I don't know what his name is. His friend knew that he was abusive. So he was just trying to be a supportive friend.
You just thought, oh, this is a bit odd because I thought that Kayla and James and that, but he didn't really think too much of it because he's like, I'm not actually friends with all these people. I'm friends with Evan.
And also maybe it's all just for
What was all in the this was all in the lowdown. So this is like he's sending pictures. So they're like out and about. He's trying to obviously he consolidate his friend who's depressed, came through the breakup, came back for LA, blah blah blah. But then in the back of that background, he's like looking over his pal's shoulder, and then his pal said to him,
when your pal texts
But then and then he's posting, oh, James Charles mentioned, but he's just trying to pass it off as like, I don't give a like, oh, it's just like kind of funny and that, blah blah blah. And then what Chloe said earlier was that he'd been getting paid or something one time.
Yeah, so it was around this time when James paid for flights for Evan to come to stay with him, to have like time and space away. Now, Kayla has said that when her and Evan broke up, she obviously told James like it was a
Because
really
she was
bad
friends with
relationship.
James first. Evan's like
Yeah.
smaller influencer. Kayla's bigger. James is the
Evan was
biggest.
the boyfriend of your friend.
Yeah, and so she said like,
Yeah.
oh, he did horrible things to me. And she was going through a lot, so I don't think she went into deep disclosure. But your friends just went through a horrible breakup, and now you're like nonstop Snapchatting them. Like, so he knew. So
It was fucked.
accusations have been made that he knew that it was an abusive relationship, but that can't be 100% clarified. But obviously, you're not going to go out and try and get with your best friend's
Aye.
ex-boyfriend.
And
That's
then
weird.
obviously everything's going to shit. No, if Kayla's not getting the justice, obviously what the fuck's actually happened, she's actually realising how much weight this actually was fucking crazy. And then she's like, you know what, actually, no, I need to actually speak out. This guy's a monster.
To expose the
When
truth.
she'd processed it all, and then like, I'm not joking, guy's a monster, like broken fucking jaws, windows smashed, like actual beating up, like to fuck, all crazy shit that was happening. So then she starts posting all. Aye, so she starts posting all this. Not eventually, this guy ends up getting arrested, but James Charles was still doing the snappy mappy. No,
Yeah.
like, no, it wasn't because he said in the video he doesn't have Snapchat because of all that fucking shit that obviously happened with the
they
fucking
were
underagers.
communicating through Instagram. He doesn't have
Instagrams.
Snapchat, but before Kayla came out, he did pay for Evan's flights to LA, and when they were there, there's been accusations that they were having sexual relations.
And there was like videos of it apparently and all that. This is all
so
accusations.
the friend said that Evan showed him these videos of him literally dicking down James, and James is like moaning daddy and stuff in the video. I'm like, oh my God, this is so cringe. Why are you showing your friend this? And it's like, why would this random
But like,
man
why is
make
he showing
this
his
up?
friend on that? And it's like him trying to still pretend he's straight. Like, bro, you have just absolutely no matter no money or nothing. You've just put your bobby in the guy. Like, you are obviously
Yeah.
not straight.
Terrible. But then after this, then Kayla came out with her videos, and friend realized
Wait, what the fuck?
he's an abuser. Like, I've been and cut
So the
cut
fri-
the friendship off.
Aye.
And fully supported Kayla. And it's been a few months, but he's decided now to come out with this story.
Hey guys, you know what?
because-
Clock at this guy's. I've actually got a bomb to drop too. He's been
Because
shagging
he's-
James Charles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's still like that. He's
because I think the
assuming
guy's
that
motive as
relationship's
well was
still
going, you know what,
on.
James Charles is actually a shit person to like. How the fuck are you sitting doing that? And you're probably got it. And he didn't want James Charles to be background hanging about with Kayla, being a fucking fake fucking friends and all that. Going, no, do you know what?
And also, never mind the fact, right? So, see, recently, it's funny because James Charles has started appearing on my TikTok maybe in the last 2 months, and I'm like, James Charles is quite funny. These are funny TikToks, but how many times has he been accused of shit? Like this
So
must be
many.
this must be the 4th time or something now that he's been accused of something. Surely,
Fucked up, man. I'm not going to lie.
I don't really actually fully know the other ones. I remember the beauty one, like the Dramageddon one. But
So many times.
the other stuff for him,
I didn't really know too much of the stuff
there's no
about what
smoke
happened years
without
ago
fire.
until I looked, like until I've been looking at all this. And yeah, I think he was actual. I just think it's like you need to understand that you're quite clearly a fucking celebrity, bro. You can't just be meshing AMD and all that. Like, get a fucking grip. But that same thing still stands too. But he is like 26, 27, and he's paying this 20-year-old who's just came new to fame and all that to new to fame, new to money, and new to being a fucking abuser as well, obviously. And he's get him over, fucking flying him over to his house, not getting him pumped. Why would you want to pump a 20-year-old? Like, shite shag, mate. Get somebody else.
I know, but like,
Literally get somebody else.
never mind the fact as well that see, like with all these times with James Charles, obviously, right, being a celebrity, you're going to get people that will constantly make up shit. We'll see that with other celebrities, but not every single person that can come against you is always going to be someone that's just fucking making up something or someone that's just using you to get thingies to tweet about it or whatever it is. Like there cannot be no smoke without fire. That whole thing before.
No, exactly.
And as well, never mind the fact that, like, why you're acting in a way, like, I think if I was a celebrity, I would try and act in a way that if anything ever came out about this, I would still be sound with it. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Aye.
you need to act in a way that you're fine with everything in the world knowing because everyone in the world can know. because you're
Exactly.
a celebrity.
And see, at the end of the day, I'm not
Why
even
the
being
fuck
funny,
you
I
acting
know.
like this?
Jeffree Star for years. Jeffree Star's something we can't really rely on Jeffrey to be fucking like whatever. He's fucking crazy, that kind of all. But at the end of the day, Jeffrey's been heavy active about the fact that he's like James Charles is the morning star. This, that, next thing. I mean, I want Jeffree Star to get his receipts out. I want him to get the fucking pictures out the me. I want the evidence. I know, but he still says it now in the podcast. Anybody mentions James Charles, he still says it. So I'm like, right, so if you're saying that, you've got to have some good evidence as well. What you got? What's your gossip on him? I want him to get on the what's the gossip?
I
Tell
think
us.
it's just, I literally think he goes after
She seems to be a wee sex fest for the young boy.
straight, yeah,
It's like
men.
young frat boys.
I know. It's
Isn't it?
so
That's what it's like.
weird.
Oh, and then as well, remember last time? I do remember. I think it was during the Dramageddon one when he did one of the like the No More Lies or something like that. I remember him saying, like basically it's embarrassing, but I've clearly just no came to the terms of the fact that I've never been able to find someone this and that. I'm sorry, but there's someone for fucking everyone. You cannot tell
Yeah.
me after all these years that you still just cannot find someone. Because he's obviously like an attractive person and he's wealthy and all that. You're trying to tell me that you cannot find a single
That's what
person
I don't
that's
get.
the same age as you. Not even the same age as you, but an appropriate age who isn't a domestic abuser. Like, come on. Come
Or
the fuck
no.
on. Like,
Or
that's
somebody's
not
like
fair.
actually comfortable in their fucking sexuality and like wants to be with you. Like, surely to
There's
fuck.
so many guys who are guys and fucking gay. Like, that's not.
I know.
What is this?
Maybe it's just a shitty human being then. Must be like, right, okay, we can
That's
pump
what I
him, but
mean, like-
can't he
Yeah.
pump personality? It's pish.
I know. And then it's like, yeah, there's someone for everyone. And then, oh, never mind the fact. Actually, speaking of people being shit in relationships, we've not even spoken about Jojo Siwa.
Oh, can I add one more thing about James Charles?
Yeah, go for it.
So at this point, he hasn't made any public statements that
He's still in the
that
DL
he's,
about it all.
he's saying it didn't happen. He has been messaging like drama channels and stuff to give statements, and he's pretty much just said that he cut off when Kayla came out with her video that he cut the relationship off. But there's literally no proof of that, and it's also been seen on his what's his name, Evan's Snapchat story that he's been posting Snapchats from James Charles's house. So contradicting. Anyways, we'll see what happens because it's going to court. So
See this man.
yeah, it's going to court. Or not between James Charles or anyone, but with Kayla's Evan to court. Yeah.
With the man that's been spilling all the tea, we'll call him Kyle because I don't actually know his
Yeah.
name. Did he have any videos when, like, see any of the stuff he said? Is there any proof of any of that either? Or
Yeah,
is it
so
all
he had
hearsay
screenshots.
with the James stuff?
He did have screenshots from Evan's phone, and he did have screenshots of plane tickets booked for Evan, like the dates and stuff. So his story adds up in regards to that.
Oh,
Like
mad.
he had.
Anyway, guys, speaking of shitty people in relationships, like I hate to say that we're going to bring it up again, but Jojo fucking Siwa, like,
No, literally, Jojo fucking.
how many times are we going to talk about her? How many times are we going to talk about Jojo Siwa acting the fuck up?
She is the queen of a fucking drama, isn't she?
So do you know what's funny? Before she went on Celebrity Big Brother, I recorded a TikTok that I saved to my drafts, and I was like, "Oh, Jojo Siwa has like definitely grown on me in the last maybe half a year because she stopped doing that weird karma act. Like, clearly didn't seem like it was her. It just was giving me weird vibes. And now that since she's been Calf, she seems so normal and much more relatable and stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing her on Big Brother." Little did I know, and I'm so glad I never posted that fucking TikTok.
I do feel sorry for her, but in the sense of like, I do think the young like she is a young girl and she actually has a pure warped sense of growing up. Like, no being funny, she's been getting her hair dyed since she's fucking bleached since she's 4 years old.
We
like.
should probably give some context in for anyone who somehow
Everybody-
hasn't managed to see it. But basically, obviously, Jojo Siwa went in the Big Brother house and then ended up forming a pretty fucking close relationship
She
with
went into
Chris
Big Brother
Hughes
house
from Love
lesbian
Island.
mad and came out queer,
Yeah, she came out not only
which is fair
went
enough. She
in
is
as
still
lesbian,
young as fuck, so it's like
yeah,
fair
but
enough.
she went in with being a lesbian being her whole entire identity and brand.
Her whole entire brand.
So she's went in there and then straight away she actually had a bit of a shit time with Mickey Rourke being really weirdly
He's a big
homophobic
creep.
and creepy. Yeah, he was weird.
He's a big
Felt sorry for her
weirdo.
in that situation, but she's been in this house. Like,
House.
she's been in this house, snuggled very fucking closely with Chris Hughes. And all I'm saying is, even if I was in that house and Chloe was watching me on the outside, why would she be happy with me being all over a guy like that? If I was gay or not?
I thought it was
Like,
just pure weird, the whole situation, and I just think, obviously, what's the age difference in her and Chris? It's not that long into it.
it's
I just
10
think it's
years,
just
I think,
mature. Like,
11 years maybe.
I know. I just think it's like so funny because she's obviously been in there, and it's like every person, like, you go somewhere like that, and it's like a completely out of a world experience. But she's actually been in such a crazy life for so many years and controlled by so many people, like her mum, this, that, and the next thing, right? Mum, managers, business people, like people making hundreds of millions of dollars off her, right? And then she's actually went on Big Brother and she's actually like found her like freedom. Like that's like fucked up. That's not right.
No, I know it's weird that being on Big Brother's found her
That is
freedom,
actually
isn't it?
not right at all.
I know.
No.
And I know people are trying to play the whole Chris Hughes being older than her angle, but to be
Not
honest with
older
you,
than
I
it's
don't
not
really,
that.
I'm not really offended by
It's
that.
just the fact that he's
because-
Love Island star, like big, like kind of man type of vibe, and that going with Olivia. He went with Olivia Atwood years ago and all that as well. And that's Jojo Siwa with the glitter strip on her face. Like
I know,
it
but
just
then
doesn't
that's the
make
thing. See, when
sense.
you're watching the actual season of Big Brother, you've got to take it from like in terms of this part. I'm not offended by in terms of like this uses meeting someone who's in their 20s and is showing who they are.
And
to
she
him
dumped her with that glitter on
the
her
first
face.
time.
She actually had a serious breakup conversation with a full rainbow stripe and diamonds on her face. Ocean
I
line.
know,
Come on,
but what I'm trying to say is,
that's horrific.
Just because we know all this about we know all this about Jojo Siwa doesn't mean Chris Hughes did. I'm more offended by the fact that she's in a relationship and he was so close and so touchy feely and so like driving that.
Well, he
on so
didn't
much.
give not one fuck
I'm
about the relationship.
much
Now
more
does
offended
she?
by that than anything to do with her age because she is an adult and he's only going to take her as who she is when
But
he's in
then
front
it's
of
like
her.
what, that's what happened. They've all split up. But she's literally had a video pre-made every single day for that last to open up and be like, "You're the love of my life, sweetheart, my Australian sunset."
So what
Like,
happened then?
what?
Obviously, after Big Brother, Jojo Siwa's came out. Kath Ebbs, her partner's phone from Australia all the way to London, met them at the after party, like the rap party, and Jojo
Pied her
Siwa's
right
just
off.
dumped her right and.
I was like, right, Chris, me and you,
Jojo
son,
Siwa's
we're
dumped
on it
them,
the
should I
night.
say?
I don't care about MD said she's definitely absolutely pumped him right that night. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
She's went through the I need to date right. She's like going, I can't be a bad human, I can't have sex with him and still be with her. Dump, boom, right in his bed straight after that.
I know, and I'm just going to say this here. I keep on saying this to be
I
in
couldn't
Chloe,
even imagine her
but
actually
it's
getting on.
freaking
I'm not
me
gonna lie.
out. I was saying this to be in Chloe all the time, but it's freaking me out how Chris Hughes supports Sunderland, my football team.
Does he?
Chris Hughes is a Sunderland fan, yeah, pure foot. Do
Why?
you know what's the funniest bit about this? So obviously Olivia Atwood goes with Bradley Dack. Bradley Dack played for us last season, so Chris Hughes
But
supported
did Bradley Dack play for
play for Sunderland
did he?
for last year, yeah.
I like Olivia Atwood,
But
but
that's
I
so
love her.
funny. Just thought of Chris Hughes having to go and cheer on Sunderland whilst Olivia's new man's playing for him.
No, that's
But
harsh.
yeah, it's just freaking me out. I thought
Actually,
Jojo
see,
Siwa
years
ever been
ago,
at a Sunderland
years
game.
ago, I got emailed about being on Olivia Atwood show. On the fans show. Years ago.
I didn't even know she had an
I
OnlyFans show.
live in Australia. And I just never had it back after that.
What kind of show was it? An
It was
OnlyFans
just like
show?
one of those shows like that interviewed like loads of OnlyFans people. Get it, and it was like fair enough too.
Why is
But it's like
Olivia
also
Atwood
it pisses me off
OnlyFans?
with those shows as well because it's like what you're going to make a pure fortune. No, she didn't. She just like was doing like one like a Stacey Dooley vibe.
Oh, right, okay.
Like that's kind of piss me off because like you don't get paid for none of those shows. It's
Yeah,
like,
and they're
just
just
going to make millions of dollars.
I
off
hate they're
you.
just
no millions,
exploiting
but
off you.
hundreds of fucking thousands of pounds, if no millions of pounds off you. And you just get not a fucking quid. And
So
that-
anyway, guys, Jojo Siwa's straight back in the bad books.
So honestly, crazy. I did like that Patsy Palmer played Bianca. I loved her. She was very much like did not give two fucks about him doing
I
that.
never watched the full thing. I just watched those couple episodes we
I just
watched
watched
that
the
night.
clips. I try and put it on the Surfshark and all that, but it's too much effort on the TV and all that. I end up kind of watching it. And it's one of those ones where there's so many episodes, like how much time are you going to actually be able to give? If you're going to catch up, you've got a full 8-hour shift of watching Big Brother. If you've lost-
Clocking in for my shift.
if you've missed a week of Big Brother, full 8-hour shift, who the fuck's got time to catch? I'm never catching up then.
Nah, never.
I know. But oh well, Jojo, crazy bitch. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming back for another episode. Hope he's missed us. We missed you. We'll definitely know we're taking a 4-month break again. I promise.
I will see about that one. Anyway, mwah.
Have a great day. Subscribe, like,
Bye.
comment. Bye.